Imagine a world where windows never need cleaning. Raindrops don't leave streaks or dusty smudges, but instead glide across the glass like tiny pearls, rolling away and vanishing. Every shower of rain becomes a natural cleaning cycle, leaving everything sparkling, fresh, and bright. This isn't science fiction, it's reality inspired by nature itself. At the center of this story is an unlikely hero, the humble lotus leaf, whose quiet genius has transformed the way we think about cleanliness and technology. But before we dive in, I'd love for you to join me on this journey of discovery. If stories that blend nature, science, and human imagination excite you, then you're in the right place. Subscribe to Inspired Minds, where we uncover everyday wonders and hidden marvels reshaping our world. Don't just watch from the sidelines, be part of a community that sees magic in the ordinary. Now, let's rewind. Picture yourself at the edge of a still pond on a warm morning. The air is calm, the water reflects the sky like glass, and in the middle floats a single lotus leaf. At first glance, it seems unremarkable, a simple green pad drifting gently on the water. But this leaf carries a secret that would forever change our cities, our homes, and maybe even our future. Its vibrant green hue catches the light, but the real magic lies in its invisible armor, a shield that quietly defies dirt, mud, and water. Fast forward to a bustling city. Imagine walking downtown as the sun rises, its golden rays bouncing off skyscrapers. Normally, windows would be streaked with grime or dulled by dust. But here, the glass glows as if polished seconds ago. Every window shines crystal clear, as though invisible hands had cleaned them overnight. No streaks, no stains, no fingerprints. How could that be possible in a city filled with rain, pollution, and smoke? The answer lies in the same lotus leaf floating effortlessly in that quiet pond. For centuries, people noticed lotus plants were different. Despite living in muddy waters, their leaves always rose above it untouched by dirt, never slimy, always fresh and clean. Farmers, poets, and monks marveled at its purity, often calling it a symbol of resilience and beauty. But the question remained, how does it stay spotless in such a messy world? That mystery lingered until scientists began investigating in the late 20th century. Armed with powerful microscopes, they finally revealed the truth, and what they found was astonishing. The lotus leaf's surface was not smooth. It was covered with microscopic bumps, each tipped with waxy crystals smaller than a grain of dust. This unique texture created what scientists call a superhydrophobic surface. In simpler words, water just couldn't cling. Droplets formed perfect beads and rolled away at the slightest tilt, taking dirt and dust along for the ride. The leaf wasn't cleaning itself, it had evolved the ultimate non-stick armor. This discovery lit a spark in the scientific community. If nature had already solved self-cleaning, why not copy it? Could humans borrow this idea for our own materials? Imagine stain-proof clothes, dust-free solar panels, or car windshields that never need wipers. Suddenly, the lotus wasn't just a curiosity, it was a blueprint for the future. Of course, turning this vision into reality was no small task. Early attempts looked promising, but failed. The surfaces cracked, wore out, or lost their water-repelling power too quickly. For years, the dream of self-cleaning materials seemed out of reach. But like the lotus rising again from muddy waters, researchers persevered. After countless experiments, they engineered a nanocoating that mimicked the lotus's microscopic surface with stunning accuracy. Apply it to glass and suddenly, you had windows that cleaned themselves with every rainfall. The Lotus Effect had leapt from pond to skyscraper. The impact was enormous. Cities with towering skyscrapers no longer needed risky, expensive crews dangling from ropes to wash glass. Homeowners enjoyed sunlight through spotless windows without ever touching a squeegee. Even solar panels stayed efficient, no longer losing power to dust. What once felt like a curiosity from nature had become a revolution in human innovation. But the ripple effect didn't stop at windows. Engineers and designers explored new frontiers: rain-repelling windshields, stain-proof fabrics, and even medical implants that resisted harmful bacteria. Each breakthrough carried more than convenience. It promised healthier, cleaner, and more sustainable lives, all sparked by one simple leaf. And that's the deeper lesson. The Lotus story isn't just about clever water tricks, it's about the wisdom hidden in nature, waiting to be noticed. Biomimicry, the practice of learning from nature to solve human challenges, reminds us that inspiration doesn't always come from labs or factories. Sometimes it's hiding in the folds of a leaf, the wings of a butterfly, or the shell of a beetle. Nature has been solving problems for millions of years. What's even more inspiring is the sustainability this approach brings. Self-cleaning surfaces mean fewer toxic cleaners, less wasted water, and lower energy use. A coating inspired by the lotus can ripple across entire industries, building cleaner cities, greener homes, and smarter technology. So, the next time you pass a gleaming skyscraper or see raindrops bead on your jacket, remember the lotus leaf. Think about how something so small, floating quietly in a pond, sparked innovations shaping our world today. It's a reminder that the ordinary often hides the extraordinary, and the answers to our greatest challenges may be waiting in plain sight. And the story doesn't end here. If you're fascinated by the way nature inspires technology, then Inspired Minds is the place for you. Subscribe now and be part of a community of curious minds who believe the next big idea might be found in a leaf, a drop of water, or a walk in the woods. Inspiration is everywhere. Sometimes it's floating in a pond. Sometimes it's gliding down a window pane. And who knows, the next world-changing idea may be waiting for you on your next walk through nature. The future isn't just invented, it's discovered. And often, our best teacher is nature itself. Are you ready to see what's next? Hit that subscribe button and let's find out together.